guys, welcome to week 4 of my Aloe Yoga Aloe Move Challenge. I hope you're enjoying it so far. This week's theme is Earth. To me, Earth is all about home, grounding and growth. So that's what we're going to incorporate into our little flow today. We're going to begin in a really wide child's pose. So I want you to take up so much space it isn't even funny. Take the knees nice and wide. Inhale as you lift up through the chest. Exhale, creep the hands forward and out, even off the mat. Knees off the mat even, all the way out. I want you to hug the earth. Literally hug it. Come down onto one cheek or the other. Giving a little bit of thanks for Mother Earth, for the mat, for the ground that's got you. Really just center yourself, ground yourself, become really present on the mat. Finding the other cheek. And then really deep breath. Inhale. And let it go. Coming back to your regular child's pose. Hands come out in front of you. Looking forward at your fingertips. Slide the hands forward. Lift the hips up above the knees. And allow the chest to melt down towards the ground. So we're finding puppy pose, Anahatasana, heart melting pose. Can be really hard to breathe here, but I want you to really try to breathe deep into the belly if you can. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, keep the hands where they are, keep the forearms where they are, and come down onto your belly. We're finding Sphinx pose. So ground the hands, spread the fingertips really wide, relaxing into the glutes, so the lower legs are completely switched off. Actively pull your arms towards you on the ground. So you're not literally pulling them in, but like energetically pull them in towards you. Roll the shoulder blades down the spine, lift out the crown of the head. Inhale. Exhale. So this is a really active pose. Shouldn't be easy, you're not just chilling out here. Inhale. Exhale, release, down towards the earth. Palms facing down, come onto one cheek. Shake the hips side to side, give them a little wiggle. And then bring the hands back up. Going to go for some cobra rolls, intimidation style cobra. So coming up onto the fingertips, bringing the fingertips towards the front edge of the mat. Hands and elbows go out wide, elbows go up towards the sky. Inhale as you lift up. Exhale, lower back down. Elbows come back up. Inhale as you rise. Exhale, release. Inhale up. Exhale down. This time look over your right shoulder as you go up. Inhale, go up. Exhale, release. And to the left. Exhale. Plant the hands. Come up through an up dog if you'd like. I like to go side to side, coming onto the right leg and right hip, and really opening up through the right side body here. And then the same thing over to the left. Inhale through center, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take the feet really wide, almost as wide as the mat. And on the next inhale, reach back with your right hand and grab onto the outside of your left ankle. So you might find that you need to walk the hands in a little bit, and that's totally fine. See if you can look underneath that left armpit. What's up with the sky? A couple of lights. Maybe you're outdoors enjoying it. Coming back through center. And swapping sides, left hand outside of the right ankle, looking under the right armpit. Back through center, one full deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, release, ground down even further. Come up onto the toes. Exhale, release the heels back down to the ground. Try to lift up all 10 toes if you can. It's kind of hard. Inhale back up onto the toes. Exhale, lower the heels, lift up the toes. Walk the hands all the way back towards the feet. Feet at hip width, and then grabbing onto opposite elbow, ragdoll, forward fold. Allow yourself just to hang there. Shake the head yes, shake the head no, release any tension. You might want to sway if you like me. You can bend into one leg, so bend into the left leg and look underneath that right armpit. And then bend into the right knee and look underneath the left armpit. Coming back through center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, heel toe the feet out as wide as the mat, toes out, heels in, hips down, finding Malasana, your yogi squat. Inhale deeply. Exhale, let it out. Heel toe the feet back in, hands come to the ground, hips lift. Bend into the knees, and on the next inhale, you're going to shoot forward into high plank, possibly straight through your vinyasa if it's up to you. So it's kind of like a jump, ready? Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, raise your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, open up the hip. Inhale, straighten that top leg. Start to draw some circles, really big circles. The biggest circle you can possibly draw with that top leg. Maybe one way, and then one the other way. Then inhale, back up through center. Exhale, knee to nose, tiger curl. Inhale, shoot it back up. Exhale, bring it back in towards the nose. Inhale. Exhale, bring that knee down towards the ground. Come flat onto the blade edge of that back foot. And then inhale, hand comes all up towards the sky. So you'll be facing towards the left-hand side. The top end can come up and over, palm facing down. Or you can even pivot that foot, that right foot towards the back edge of the mat. And then open up into a back bend. Inhale. Exhale, come back. Coming to a little child's pose. Just for a breath, inhale. Center and ground yourself. Deep inhale. Exhale, find your downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg goes up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, open up the hip. Inhale, straighten. And start to draw a big circle with those toes. All the way up and around. And then maybe back the other way. Inhale, straighten, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale up. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, drop the knee down. Turn onto the blade edge of that right foot. And open up the right wing towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Option to stay here, or again, pivot that left foot out towards the front or the front side of the mat, I suppose. And then you can open up into that back bend. Releasing back into a narrow child's pose, knees together, sinking the hips down towards the heels. One deep breath. Let it go. And then when you're ready, tucking the toes, I'll meet you back in downward facing dog. Inhale, raise your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it between the hands. Lower the back knee down, untuck the toes. Inhale, hands will rise up. Low lunge. Activate that left glute if you can. And then normally you'll find that a lot of yoga teachers tell you not to track your knee in front of your ankle. That's only the case if your knee is lower than your hip. So in a low lunge like this, it's actually fine if you want to allow the knee to track forward. Completely up to you though. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, open up warrior two arms. So keeping the legs where they are, looking over the front fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, sink deeper into the hips. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse the warrior. Exhale, hands cartwheel, frame the front foot. Tuck the back toe under, straighten the knee, and twisted lunge. Open up that right wing all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, hold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hand comes back down, frame the front foot. On the next inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Hold for the exhale. Inhale. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Hold for a breath. Let it go. Inhale, flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Exhale, shift it forward. Cartwheel the hands down, frame the front foot. Stepping back through your vinyasa. Option for double chaturanga if you'd like it. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One deep breath. Let it all go. Inhale, raise your left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step up between the hands. Lower the back knee down, untuck the back toes. Inhale, arms rise, low lunge. Activate that right glute, pushing the hips forward, rolling the shoulders down the spine, create some space between the shoulders and the ears. Palms face in, fingers active. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, warrior two arms, looking forward over the front fingertips. Find a drishti, something in the distance, something to stare at and focus on. Inhale. Exhale, hold. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse arms. Exhale, cartwheel the hands, frame the front foot, tuck the back toes, straighten the back knees. Inhale, left wing peels up, twisted lunge. Hold for the exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands come down, frame the front foot. And then on the next inhale, we'll rise up to crescent. So this is the part of the flow where it's supposed to be like we're growing. So you start low, then we build our way up. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, warrior two. One full breath. Let it all go. Inhale, flip the front palm. Reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Through your vinyasa, option again for double chaturanga. Engaging through the core. Inhale to up dog. Open through the heart space. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath, inhale. Purse the lips together and make like a horse noise, so a horse breath. Inhale. Let it go. Another one just like that. Don't worry about how stupid you feel. I bet it feels good. Inhale. Let it go, become a horse. Always wanted to be a horse. Inhale, raise your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step up between the hands. Lower the back knee down. Inhale, rise, low lunge. Exhale, warrior two arms. Inhale, flip, reverse the arms. Exhale, cartwheel the hands. Inhale, right wing goes up, low lunge. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, rise to crescent lunge. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, flip, reverse. Exhale through vinyasa. Double chaturanga again if you'd like it. Deep breath. Let it go. And to the left. Inhale, left leg rises, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forward. Lower the back knee down. Untuck the toes. Inhale, rise. Exhale, warrior two in the arms. Inhale, flip the front palm. Reverse the arms. Exhale, hands frame the front foot. Tuck the back toe. Inhale, left wing peels up. Exhale, lower it back down. Inhale, rise to crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flip, reverse. Exhale, vinyasa. Double chaturanga. Deep inhale. Let it all go. Shake the head out, shake it yes, shake it no. Then bring the knees down, find a wide child's pose. Allowing the chest and the forehead to melt down towards the ground in between the thighs. From where you are, look forward at your hands, come back onto your belly. Enjoy the ground, know that it's got you. Gonna come into a half floor boat. So let's go the left arm, parallel with the front edge of the mat. Take the right hand back and grab onto the right foot. Keep the knees together, and from here you can open up through the heart space and bring the footing towards the glute. Or if you'd like to, you can begin to open up. Press the thumb into the bottom of the big toe, and then press the leg away from the earth, pressing the foot into the hand and the hand into the foot. Open up through the heart, inhale. Exhale, release. Swapping sides. Right arm parallel with the front edge of the mat. Left hand reaches back. Knees together. Opening through the heart space and allowing that heel to come in towards the glute. Or again, flipping the grip. Taking the thumb onto the bottom of the big toe. Then inhale as you lift up. So this is just called half bow, a half floor bow. Feels really good in the shoulders as well. Release it back down. Hands down towards the earth. Come onto one cheek, and again, just find that little wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yeah. Bring both legs, both feet in towards the bottom. Knees together, and then drawing the heels in towards the glutes. Option to stay here, or if you'd like to, you can again flip the grip to the inside of the feet. Or keep it on the outside, up to you. I prefer it on the inside. I like putting my thumbs on the bottom of my big toes. And then on the inhale, start to kick up away from the earth into a floor bow. Looking forward at the front edge of your mat, drawing the knees together actively if you can. Not all the way together, just energetically drawing them together. Lift up through the chest, through the heart space. Inhale. Exhale, release. Shake it out. I love the earth. It's so good when you just lay down and do nothing. Then when you're ready, planting the hands by the chest. Inhale through an up dog. Exhale, push back to down dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Step, jump or float, top edge of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart. So this is where we're going to go for a little balancing pose. Of course, because we're doing an earth element, we're doing tree pose. That just kind of makes sense. It's all about growth. So phase 1 of tree pose, you can do it any way that you like, facing any way that you like. Phase 1 is hands on heart. If you'd like to, press the thumbs into your sternum and see if you can feel the heartbeats, just a really kind of humbling, self-nurturing kind of thing. From here, option 1 is to take the right foot just so it's balancing on the inside of the left ankle, kind of like a kickstand. Option 2 is to take it to the inside of that calf. So you don't want the heel to be on the knee. Option 3 is to bring it above the knee to the inside of that left thigh. So take whatever option that you like, and then choose to play around with the hands. Maybe you can grow some tree leaves, some branches, they can sway in the wind. Maybe it's really windy and you've got to intentionally try to catch yourself. You can maybe bind the hands behind you into a prayer if you'd like. Or if you've never tried it before and you'd like to try it, you can try the half lotus variation, dorsiflexing the toes, so making sure that the toes are drawing towards the shin on the right side. And then place it on the like the highest and innermost part of your left thigh. Option is stay here, or maybe even take your right hand, reach around and grab onto the toes if you can. Finding a half bind in half lotus, standing half lotus. Inhale. Exhale. Wherever you are, gently releasing, shaking it out. Do a couple of jellyfish. It's a good dance move. This is why I don't go clubbing. And then bring it back down, centering. Hands back to the heart space, pressing the thumbs into the sternum if you like. And then find your option. Kickstand, inner calf, or inner thigh. And then again, you can grow the leaves, grow a beautiful branch. You can think about what kind of tree you'd be. I'd be a mango tree. I love mangoes. Or again, stay there, or option for that half bind. Make sure you're really dorsiflexing those toes to protect the ankle. And then reaching around perhaps into that standing half lotus. One deep breath. Exhale, release. Shake it out. Coming back onto your mat, finding downward facing dog again. Inhale, raise your right leg to the sky. Exhale, take the toes of the right foot across to the outside of your left foot, to the outside edge of the left side of the mat. And then drag them all the way forward. Bringing the shin not necessarily parallel with the front edge of the mat. It doesn't need to be that. Into half pigeon. So looking back and making sure that leg's straight. If you want a block or a bolster underneath that right hip, just to give you some support, totally do it. Inhale as you lift up through the chest. Then exhale, begin to find a forward fold. Coming down maybe to the elbows, maybe onto a block or a bolster or some pillows. Pillows are so good because they're so comfy. Or maybe all the way flat. So I like to roll my hips a little bit in pigeon. I like a moving stretch, I suppose, an active stretch. And I find that just gets into all the little nooks and crannies that might be there. So if you prefer to find stillness, but I like a little bit of movement. So don't mind me over here just rocking away. It's like an old woman on her rocking chair. Inhale as you walk the hands back in towards the body. Keep that front leg where it is. Draw the knee, come onto the right hip, draw the knee of the right leg into the center of the mat. And from here, you're going to then sweep the left leg around, up and over, seeing if you can stack the knees on top of one another. So I'll turn to face you so you can see what it looks like. It's called cow face pose or shoelace. Ideally, you want the knees to stack, both hips to be evenly on the ground, and then the feet to be drawing away from your body out towards the front of the mat or the front of the room. From here, you can massage the bottom of your feet. We plant our feet into the ground all day. It's so nice to give them some love. Thumbs especially, right in the base there. You can't quite stack the knees, crossing the legs is fine. or coming into as close a variation of this as possible. Whatever feels good. It should be like a really nice deep stretch within the hips. You can choose to sit upright, or if you'd like to, you can even fold forward. Yeah, I like a fold. Nice and deep. I have a lot of favorite poses in yoga, but this is definitely one of them. And then from here, walk the hands back into the body. We're going to do a really fun transition. So bear with me. Do not move your feet. Remember how you played like stuck in the mud at school and you had to pretend like your feet were stuck in the mud and you couldn't move anywhere? Pretend that's happened, okay? Take one hand in front of you, one hand behind you. Keep your feet where they are. Keep your feet where they are. Don't move your feet. Move through a forward fold facing the back. Don't move your feet. Don't move your feet. Come all the way back around and stack the knees. So this time when you sit back down, you will have actually swapped your legs over and you'll be on the other side. Cow face on the opposite side. It gets really confusing because even once you've done it, you're like, did I change my legs? I don't know, but you did. Trust me, you did. Inhale. Exhale. Massage the bottom of your feet again. Sitting upright or finding your forward fold, whatever's going to serve you most today. Whatever you feel most comfortable doing, whatever's kind of like more like a massage for your soul and for your body and for your mind. That's why I love yoga, because it really is. It's like a massage for your whole being, not just your body. And then walking the hands back in. So if you didn't turn to face me, which you probably didn't, you'll still be facing this way. In which case we're then going to lift the right leg up and over, all the way back, and we'll find a pigeon on the second side. So adjust yourself as you need to. Look back, make sure the knee's straight. Put a block or a bolster under this hip if you'd like to this time. And then inhale. Exhale. Maybe begin to lower down into the forearms or a block, or maybe the whole way down to the ground. Again, I like to move, don't mind me. It looks really funny, but it feels so good. And then walking the hands back into the body. Taking that back leg around, finding your way onto your back. And we'll find Supta Baddha Konasana. Palms of the feet together, palms of the feet, soles of the feet. Makes sense, palms of the feet, I like that. Knees splaying out to either edge of the mat. One hand on your heart space or one hand on your belly. And allow yourself to just melt into your mat. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. So this is where we're going to have our Shavasana today. If you'd like to come into a regular traditional Shavasana when you take your hands and your feet out, feel free to. Or just enjoy the feeling of your belly rising and falling with your breath. And maybe you can feel the heart beating through your hand on the left hand. Option to stay here for as long as you desire. I recommend 5 or 10 minutes. But if your body wants longer, you can fully just fall asleep there. And then when you're ready and with me, stretching the hands up above you, all the way up, and the feet all the way away from you. And then bending one knee and the other knee, rolling onto one side. Taking a couple of deep breaths. Remembering last week what seed you planted when you were here, that you wanted to grow and create and manifest. And taking some time to look at whether or not you managed to give yourself enough time and space and self-love and respect this week to be able to do that and to start creating the changes that you wanted. Not judging yourself for whether you did or didn't, simply just noticing and then allowing whatever thoughts come into your head, whatever feelings and emotions arise and come up, allowing them just to wash away like the waves in the ocean. And when you're ready, keeping the eyes closed, And making your way into a comfortable seat. Eyes downcast, hands at heart center. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold that breath at the top. Exhale, let it go. Same thing, deep inhale. This time at the top, hold for even longer and notice the heart beating into your thumbs. Allow it to ground you. And then open the mouth, let it go. Thank you for sharing your energy with me, for taking some time to ground yourself. Noticing now how you feel compared to how you might have felt when you started this class. All it takes is 20, or it could take 5 seconds really. Just any amount of time. 5 seconds, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, any time that you have. Connecting back to yourself, connecting back to Mother Earth, Mother Nature. A walk outside barefoot, go outside and get some vitamin D, getting on your mat and really just arriving, centering. That's where growth is. Together we say, Namaste.